After a season filled with betrayal, revenge, and difficult choices, the SHY Season 8 Episode 6 looks set to bring buried secrets back to the surface. The title, When Truth Thaws, suggests that the cold silence surrounding many characters may finally break, forcing them to confront the consequences of their past actions. The South Side continues to face one of its most dangerous periods. With relationships falling apart and old enemies returning, every character is being pushed to choose between loyalty, survival, and protecting the people they love. The SHY Season 8 Episode 6, When Truth Thaws, promises to be a major turning point as hidden secrets, old rivalries, and dangerous decisions begin catching up with everyone. The title suggests that the silence surrounding many characters is about to break, forcing them to finally confront the truth they have been avoiding. The South Side remains divided as power struggles continue to grow. Friendships are tested, enemies become more dangerous, and every character is forced to choose between loyalty, survival, and protecting the people they care about. Reg's return continues to shake things up. After making bold moves and trying to reclaim his place, Reg's actions could create new conflicts across the streets. His ambition may put him against people who once trusted him. Episode 6 could reveal whether Reg is truly trying to change or if he is planning another move for control and revenge. The streets have changed, and Reg may discover that respect cannot always be taken, sometimes it has to be earned. Nuck has been trying to balance his personal life with the dangerous world around him, but the more secrets he hides, the closer he gets to losing control. Episode 6 could put Nuck in a situation where his loyalty and decisions are questioned. A hidden truth from his past may finally come out, forcing him to face the consequences. His future, relationships, and reputation could all be at risk. Emmett and Kiesha continue trying to build a better life, but the problems surrounding them make that difficult. Emmett has worked hard to prove he has changed, but old mistakes and new threats could test his growth. Kiesha may begin questioning whether their future can survive everything happening around them. Their relationship could either become stronger or fall apart under the pressure. Bakari's search for a better future becomes more complicated as he faces choices that could change his life. He wants to escape the streets, but the people and situations around him continue pulling him back. Episode May 6 force Bakari to decide who he really wants to become. The biggest mystery of When Truth Thaws is the truth that will finally be exposed. A betrayal, secret alliance, or hidden plan could completely change the direction of the season. With the final season reaching its final chapters, one decision could affect everyone. Before Episode 6, When Truth Thaws, the previous episode showed the South Side getting colder as old problems, new enemies, and difficult choices started crashing together. Episode 5 focused on Reg's dangerous return, Nuck's loyalty struggles, Emmett and Kiesha's family decisions, and Jake finally standing up for himself. The biggest storyline was Reg making a cold-hearted decision to get money fast. His return continues to create tension because he is not moving like someone who wants peace, he is moving like someone trying to regain power. Reg's actions put pressure on everyone around him. The people closest to him begin realizing that his choices could bring serious consequences. His need for control threatens to restart conflicts that many thought were over. One of the biggest moments of Episode 5 was Jake refusing to stay quiet. Instead of letting Reg control the situation, Jake pushes back. This creates a major shift because Reg has always been someone who tries to dominate the people around him. Jake challenging him shows that the next generation is no longer willing to follow old rules. Their conflict could become one of the biggest battles heading into Episode 6. Nuck finds himself caught between family, business, and loyalty. His connection to Reg creates a difficult situation because he has to decide whether he protects his relationships or protects his position. The episode continues showing that Nuck's biggest weakness may be trying to balance too many worlds at once. As Episode 6 approaches, the question becomes, can Nuck keep control, or will his secrets destroy everything? Bakari continues trying to move forward while dealing with emotional problems. He reaches out to Lene, hoping to repair their relationship and fix the distance between them. His storyline shows someone trying to escape the mistakes of the past while still being surrounded by the same struggles. Bakari's choices could become important because he is one of the characters who could either break the cycle or repeat it. Emmett and Kiesha continue building their future together. Episode 5 shows them making a bold parenting choice that brings them closer as a couple. However, with everything happening around them, their relationship will continue to be tested. Emmett is trying to prove he has changed, but the South Side keeps bringing new challenges. The tension between Reg and Nuck has been building because both characters represent different generations, different ambitions, and different ideas of how power should be handled on the South Side. If Reg decides to fight back against Nuck, it will not just be about money or territory, it will be about respect, control, betrayal, and unfinished business. Reg has never been someone who accepts being pushed aside. He built his reputation through fear, loyalty, and street influence. After being away and returning to a changed environment, Reg may feel that the world he once controlled has moved on without him. Seeing Nuck now holding influence could make Reg believe that everything he built has been taken away. The biggest reason Reg could go after Nuck is because of pride. Reg's identity has always been connected to being a leader. He was someone people looked up to and feared. But after his absence, Nuck has stepped into a stronger position. Reg may see Nuck's rise as disrespect, not because Nuck did anything wrong, but because Reg believes his place was stolen. For someone like Reg, losing power is more dangerous than losing money. His reputation is everything. Nuck has grown from someone trying to survive into someone who wants control. He has relationships, influence, and people depending on him. That makes him a threat to Reg. Reg may believe that if he does not challenge Nuck now, he will never regain his position. The longer Nuck stays in control, the harder it becomes for Reg to take over. This creates a battle between the old way and the new way. Another reason for the conflict could be loyalty. Reg understands the streets. He knows that alliances can change quickly. He may believe that Nuck is only loyal when it benefits him. Reg might question whether Nuck truly respects him or if Nuck is simply using him for his own advantage. Once trust is broken, Reg is the type of person who responds with action. The conflict between Reg and Nuck is bigger than personal issues. It is about who controls the future. Nuck represents the new generation trying to create his own empire. Reg represents someone who believes he deserves to reclaim what he lost. Both men have something to prove. If Reg attacks Nuck, it could be his way of saying, "I'm still here, and nobody is taking my place." Family has always been complicated in the SHY. Reg's relationship with people close to him has been full of loyalty, mistakes, and misunderstandings. If Reg believes people around him chose Nuck over him, that could push him further into revenge mode. A person like Reg may forgive mistakes, but he rarely forgets disrespect. The relationship between Bakari and Nuck has become one of the most complicated dynamics in the Cheese Season 8 because both characters are trying to survive in a world where trust is hard to find. Their connection is built on loyalty, protection, and business, but it is also filled with tension because Bakari is trying to change while Nuck is still deeply connected to the streets. Nuck has always recognized that Bakari is smart and capable. Bakari is not just someone who follows orders, he thinks, observes, and understands how people move. Nuck sees qualities in Bakari that remind him of himself: ambition, survival instincts, and the desire to become more than what people expect. But that is also what makes Bakari dangerous. Nuck knows that someone like Bakari could eventually become a rival instead of an ally. One of the biggest differences between them is their vision for the future. Bakari has been trying to escape the cycle of violence and mistakes that shaped him. He wants respect, stability, and a chance to become a better person. But Nuck's world does not make leaving easy. The more Bakari tries to step away, the more he gets pulled back into situations involving loyalty and street politics. The biggest problem between Bakari and Nuck is trust. Nuck values loyalty above everything. He wants people around him who will stand with him when things get difficult. But Bakari has started questioning whether loyalty to Nuck is helping him or destroying his future. If Nuck feels Bakari is becoming unreliable, he could see him as a threat. And if Bakari feels Nuck is controlling his life, he may decide to make a move of his own. A major possibility heading into episode 6 is Nuck putting Bakari in a situation where he has to prove himself.